Hi y'all, we're doing the quick video. We're going to be doing breakfast, lunch, and a little bit of dinner, showing you how we can quickly prep so we can get it done so that you can be able to live your life as well as know as there's great food for the family. Alright, so what we have in here, I have 8 eggs in here. What I have here is the controls. I'm going to show you the controls before I cut it on because I'm going to have it on the actual eggs. I'm going to end up cutting this on, and I'm going to leave it on variable speed 1 because I'm just mixing eggs and it's powerful enough that I can just be able to mix it without me having to really turn it up. And then I'm not going to switch to high. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it on. It's on variable speed 1. And I'm just mixing up the eggs. And that's basically it. And now I can be able to use it for making the quiche or casserole. Okay, I'm going to start off making 3 things so I can be able to hurry up and get stuff done. Prep time took me around 10 minutes to get all this stuff together. So just 10 minutes, around 10 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. But actually, I think it's a little bit less. So anyway, what I have here is 2 cups of, what is it called, hash browns. And when I put, and I'm not going to put all the way in, I think I'm going to layer a little bit. Here I have some sausage. You can use any kind of sausage you want. I got in a package, it's called cheddar wurst smoked sausage with Wisconsin cheese. So I'm going to use that, and what I did is I just diced it up. I'm going to go ahead and put it on in. And you can even do a couple of layers of it as well. So I put some of this in here, and then I'm going to put a layer of cheese on it. You can use any cheese you like. I'm using regular sandwich cheese that I got from Sam's. I get the big bulk kind. So I'm putting it in there. And the quart I have, this is a 2.5 quart. If you have a bigger one, of course, you can make it bigger. This is just ideas showing you how you can be able to get breakfast taken care of and still be able to have time to do other things. So there I have that in there, a little bit more. I think I'm going to put a little bit more hash browns in it. So that was 2 cups. So in total, I'm going to put around 3 cups in. And I'm just kind of sprinkling it around. And I'm going to go ahead and put the sausage on top of it. So I can make a couple of layers. Not really a whole bunch. So I have that on there. So people can be able to get sausage throughout. And I'm going to put a little bit more. Not much, because this is in total 3 cups. And I'm going to put 3 more slices of cheese on here. Well, before I put the cheese on, I think I'm going to dump the eggs. You saw me blend up the eggs. I'm going to go ahead and put it over it. This is 8 eggs. Don't put too many eggs inside of it. I've done it before, and it's spilled over. So don't pack it too much. Leave some space. And I'm going to give it a little shake so it can go down below. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese on top of it. So this is a good portion for this one, because I had put 12 eggs inside of it, and it totally busted over. And this may be way too much cheese for you, so, do what you like. So that's done. I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of the crock pot, move it aside, and this is going to be able to be a quick breakfast for us. Here's my next bowl for breakfast. What I have in here is 2 cups of grits and 2 teaspoons of salt. So basically, for every cup of grits, put in a cup of, for every cup of grits, put in a teaspoon of salt. And if you want to put more or less, it's a preference. And what I'm going to put in here is 6 cups of water. And then go ahead and give it a stir before you put your butter in. Oh, and I forgot something. Let me see. I think I'm still going to fix it. Before you put your actual food inside of it, make sure you grease your pan so it'll stick less. Okay, you can use whatever cooking spray you want to use. You can also put olive oil in it. You just want to make sure that you grease it. That's all. Just spray it all around it and make sure that it's evenly coated. So now that I've mixed it pretty good, I'm going to go ahead and put in my 2 tablespoons of butter. That's done. I'll end up heating that on high because I'm putting it on late, so we're going to probably eat this in around 4.5 hours. The egg one, we're going to end up putting that one on 2 minutes. I'm sorry, we're going to end up putting that on low. Alright, now this is going to be my quick lunch. Right here are tamales that I made. So I'm just going to put them in. And put as many as, remember, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. You can detail it to however your needs are. I would thicken it, but since there's already maza in it, that's going to be my thickener. So I'm not going to put any flour in it. Oops. So I'm just putting in tamales. This is my 3rd one. Maybe put another one in, and I'm kind of eyeballing it. That's 4. I'm not going to break it up just yet. because I'm going to see, I can break it up before we eat it. So anyway, here's the tamales inside of here. These are some green beans that I got, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on in. They've already been drained. So I'm going to put that on in. Here's some corn. It's already been drained. I'm going to put that on in as well. And this right here is some garbanzo beans. I figured why not? We should have some beans. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and I'm going to drain it. Now these are beans that I already can, these are beans that I canned. They're garbanzo beans. In it I have beans as well as I have bacon and I have onions in it and garlic. So I'm going to get me something to stir it real quick. And I wasn't planning on breaking it up, but I kind of am it a little bit. But I'm just stirring it some. And I have one more tamale. I'm still debating on if I'm going to put it in because right now I've only done 4. So I'm opening up some of my homemade stock, and I always check it to make sure it's not opening. Lid looks good, and you can listen in. There. It's unsealed, and it's turkey stock. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that inside of there, and I'm going to give it a little bit more of a mix. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add in the other tamale. So in total, this is going to be 5 tamales that I've added inside of here. Kind of breaking it up. I'm mixing it around. So this is my little bit of a tamale soup. And you can use different stuff, whatever you have on hand. This is just ideas. And it's pretty thick, or not thick, but it's pretty chunky, which I like. I'm going to open up a little bit more stock and I'm going to put it on in. And I'm going to kind of fill it up a little bit more. So you can listen in. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to put just a little bit more in. There we go. That's good. Oh, I actually still had some more in the other stock. So actually, I still had some more of this stock. So I basically put in just 1 quart of juice. And I'm going to leave this on low. And I'm going to let it cook. And then later on, I'm going to go ahead and just cut it off. Because all it's doing is just warm it up. This is just so that throughout the day I can be able to have it ready. And throughout, people can just come and grab some. This I'm going to go ahead and put on low. After it cooks for over 8 hours, or you can even cook less. It's just heating it up because this is all basically done. But I'm just going to leave it overnight so it's, or not overnight, but I'm just going to leave it, have it ready to go so that we can be able to easily be able to just grab it and eat it. So this right here is done. No thickener this time. I can even put some cheese in it. And I'll do that, why not? And I could put the cheese on at the end, but since I'm doing it all, why not just put it on in? So I'm going to put some cheese on it. That's good. And I'm just going to put this on low and I'm just going to let it go. And then as soon as you feel it's good enough for you, you can just put it on warm and you guys can be able to eat it out throughout the day. And here I have my dinner. We're going to end up eating spaghetti. So I'm going to leave this out. We're not leave it out, but I'm going to put it inside the refrigerator so it can be able to thaw out. In the morning I'll end up taking it out so that it can thaw out more. Or you can just leave it inside the refrigerator. Or you could be able to put it in the fridge, or if it's not thawed out enough and you want to make it, you can go ahead and heat it up, you know, but not in the bag if it's not boilable or microwavable. You can go ahead and take it out of the package and heat it up if it's not microwavable. But anyway, here's going to be my dinner. I'm going to go ahead and cook this. The only thing I'll need to do is just add this in because this is already pre-cooked ground beef. I was going to use it for burritos. So it's going to have that taco taste that has cumin in it. But that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and make spaghetti with it. The only thing I'm going to have to do is just make the noodles. And the noodles I'm going to cook in my pressure cooker. So that's going to take me around 3 or 4 minutes to make. So I should be able to have dinner ready in 10 minutes.